Welcome back to our September edition of What's Up, Stratford. Joining me is Niki André from the Stratford Affordable Housing Alliance. Niki, thanks very much for joining me.
Thanks for having us. Me.
Te- You and us, well, you're a co-founder, so tell us about the Alliance.
We are a group, it's like a volunteer powered organization. We're a group of concerned residents in Stratford, and also including people who work in Stratford but can't afford to live here really, um, who are advocating for an affordable housing plan that includes um, community land trusts and the use of public lands to help house so many people who are now struggling to afford rent or homes.
Niki, I hear so many different definitions of affordable housing. So tell us what this means to you.
Well, this is a very important thing, and I'm glad you brought it up because right now, to the best of my knowledge, we are still going by our 2019 definition, official plan definition of affordable, which is in line with the federal definition, which is that affordable is anything up to 30% of a household's gross income. After that, we're getting into unaffordable territory. But that's not the only definition out there. And so we're really pushing for our government, because our official plan is under review, to hold on to that definition. There are rumors that they would like to switch to the provincial definition, which is a very, very different standard. The province defines affordable as anything less than 80% of market value, which is a moving target and is in no way tied to people's income. So it's really a meaningless for the everyday person. It's a meaningless definition, and it allows developers to get a lot of incentives that should be reserved for folks that are creating affordable housing, while creating housing that is very minimally, sometimes even more, because by the time that the housing is made, maybe the market has dropped, so is minimally less than what market is, so not really helping out in the way that you might imagine.
Well, it's very interesting because the banks are always going to loan to a percentage of your income. So it's interesting there would be any other definition but that. Okay, tell us what your mandate is and what do you do to collaborate with others to get that going?
Yeah, so we're trying, because we're small and we have limited power, well, not power, limited resources and time. We're keeping our mandate mostly focused on the four things that we asked for in our petition, which has now been delivered to City Council. And that is: one, hold that definition that we just talked about, keep it in line with the feds. Two, to release uh, a publicly accessible inventory of what land and property the city owns that we could put towards affordable housing, so that we're all on the same page, and smaller organizations and not-for-profit organizations have a shot at trying to create pro formas or plans to use that housing. 6 weeks is not enough to put something together for a smaller org, so we need to know what's available. Three is to create a land bank and put some of those properties or land into a land bank specific for people to draw against to create affordable housing in the community. And I've just forgotten four. Oh no!
Does it have to do with the community, the land trust, or is
Yes,
that
of course.
okay?
Thank you.
Well,
What?
that's my question. What's the land trust?
Yeah, and then that was the last piece, is to use that to create, oh no, four, so to use that land bank to create a community land trust. But four is, oh, no, don't let me lose it again, is to create a proportionally mixed income affordable housing plan, so that we are creating housing across our income spectrum for people at different levels, for it to be 30% of their income, so that the whole of the community can find affordable options.
Tell us about some successes.
Well, we have gotten some traction on two of those tenants or ask. One is creating that publicly accessible database, and the other is creating a land bank. The city has agreed to draw up a plan for that and cost it out. So now we just have to keep on them, because we don't have timelines in there, but make sure that that happens in a timely fashion.
Thank you very much for everything you're doing for the community and advocating for affordable housing. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much.